with more 411. The United Kingdom has undergone an image transformation the past few decades, and the stiff, still stereotype of Great Britain has given way to cutting-edge style. That being said, the British still love their traditions, and I got the chance to chat with the royal favorite. I'm here with Carolyn Robb, chef to royalty. She's going to give us the 411 on a grand British tea. So tell me, what should we expect?
Scones and cream and jam, a lot of great selection of sandwiches, some traditional British cakes, and some great little cookies as well.
Carolyn has a wealth of experience when it comes to creating an amazing afternoon tea. After all, she was the personal chef for Prince Charles and Princess Diana.
Well, I've always loved cooking from the time I was really small. My mother is a very wonderful cook. I actually grew up in South Africa, where we had a lovely large garden with lots of fresh fruit and vegetables, and from a very young age I was fiddling around in the kitchen. And yeah, seemed the obvious choice. I studied languages at university and then thought, no, actually I really want to be a chef, and went to a cookery school in England, and it was through that I got a position in the royal household.
While afternoon tea is steeped in tradition, the basics might not look exactly as you envision.
Traditionally in England, afternoon tea is served 4 o'clock, 4:30, around that time. And in the old days, I think it was the table was set, and with a cloth and napkins and fine china and silver teapot, and everybody sat down around the table. Obviously, over the years, that's been seriously modified. But still, a lot of families will have their afternoon tea at 4 o'clock, so a cup of tea and a sandwich or a slice of cake or some cookies.
Carolyn was trained to create fanciful dishes that whet the taste buds and the imagination. She shared her skills with the Grand Tea at the Westgate, a historic California hotel. The guests certainly were willing to learn. They wanted the inside scoop about the art of tea and her time with the royal family.
What is a high tea, and what is the difference between a high tea and an afternoon tea? Could you explain that?
Yes.
There's confusion about that.
Afternoon tea falls between lunch and an evening meal, dinner, whereas high tea is something that people sometimes had. It was almost like a combination of afternoon tea and the evening meal.
I was wondering, in the royal household, do they have tea every single day? And is it part of an official ceremony, or do they have it privately in their own quarters?
It's private. At Buckingham Palace, certainly the Queen, I know, has a very traditional afternoon tea, and that's very formal the way it's served. Working for Prince Charles, it was a little different. Tea was served for him at the end of the working day, usually about 5 o'clock. And it was a very hasty affair, usually, because he was dashing to get out into the garden and do some gardening. So generally it was a cup of tea and a piece of fruit cake. When we had guests, of course, it was a bigger affair. And when Princes William and Harry were young, we did lots of tea parties for children.
We had to ask, why is America so fascinated with royalty and their customs?
I think it's because it's such an old traditional institution, and because the States has nothing like that. And it's because people don't really know a lot about it. There's always intrigue when people don't know a lot about something. And yes, they do still live their lives in a very traditional way. The households are run in an extremely traditional way, with butlers and valets and dressers and housemaids and nannies and chefs and all kinds of personnel that you just wouldn't find in a household in other places.
The audience was enchanted by the majestic afternoon.
It's kind of that feeling. It's a princess for a day, maybe, and it's fun to see the way that they present the wonderful delicacies.